Hey Leo, how you doing? Yeah, I guess I'll let a few people show up and then I'll announce I'm gonna try Twitch. We'll go try it, see if I can get it working. I don't know anything about it. If anybody does know anything about it, please tell me. Hi Titan, how you doing? Ah, Titan. Well, it was a pretty good day. Oh geez, I guess it was okay, but I just was not ready for that. What happened? I feel we need to have something in our library about, in my catalog of videos about dark empathy. I made the other video private. It just got too weird, man. I mean, yeah, sending love out to you guys too. Boy, did it get weird. I'm like, really quick. I wasn't quite ready for that. I wasn't quite ready to be trolled by the portal. That's the weirdest. I'm still like, what? What? Wait. Okay. Anyway, uh, we're not going to go into that. We're going to talk about dark empath because it's an important subject, and I'm going to talk about the new Twitch stream under Ocean the Oracle. We're going to attempt that. You can see if that works better than Discord. Discord was awful. So hopefully we won't have the same problem with Twitch, but we'll never know until we try. So, do it. The link I left to Dark Empathy, like I said, the way that I have actually dealt with dark empaths for a long time. It's something I have been trying to come up with a way to describe for a long time, and then up pops a video that perfectly describes it. Turns out it is a real recognized psychopathy. And so I find it very interesting that they were acknowledging, yes, empathy is a real thing. First of all, and beginning to acknowledge as a real thing that empathy exists. And the thing about a dark empath, as the video points out, they have traits of both a dark personality type and an empath. But they use the empathic gift, which sometimes feels like a curse, for negative purposes of manipulating people. And they are very good at lying. They're very good at telling you what you want to hear. They can come off as being a great guy or gal. Some people, some of them are so good that I have known people that I know, what is going on with them, but I can't say it because, they've got everybody convinced they're an angel. And it's very difficult. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Pam. Yeah, it's very difficult to spot them sometimes right away. I mean, you get a twinge that maybe something's going on, but then they're so likable. They're usually likable and helpful and all that in the beginning, and but they lie a lot. They do lie a lot, and the ones that I've known have been really deep, so deep they sometimes believe their own crap. To, sometimes they get into their own stuff and they really believe. Oh, I'm sorry. Geez, it's not a boring subject. It's just I didn't sleep well. So, yeah, it's like, unfortunately, I have found I've run into many of them. Once again, like schizophrenics, it's not supposed to be that prevalent, but around here in Ohio, it seems like it is. What the heck is going on in Ohio? Is there something really wrong? Yeah, we're not going to say any names so people don't get upset. you know, we will just reference poodles. Yes, we will just, yes, not mention anybody's name. But I really was like, all I was going to do was just say, hey, you're not going to be seeing somebody uh, because we have and it just kind of got, anyway, never mind. Um, well, we have them. We're going to probably run into them. There's a lot of them in the metaphysical community. Um, there's a lot of them in science fiction. I've been in science fiction and fantasy. There are gamers. And it's funny, with some people, the gaming mindset, they carry that gaming mindset into life. Like, they really treat life like it is a game. And then, you do what you can to win. And it is psychopathic. I mean, some of them really are psychopathic. Honestly, I have, I don't know why. I, my ex had some tendencies like that too. But when you think about it, it can be one of those things that sneaks up on you. But you know, the gaslighting thing. They're another one of those that can pull off a gaslighting on you. So I think really talking about some dark personalities that you can find in the magical world. I mean, really, if you're finding a dark empath in the magical world, that's really not good. I mean, somebody who knows how to manipulate people's feelings and lie very well. Um, and you add magic on the top of that. Well, you've got a brew for a disaster. So, and the traits include Machiavellian thinking and Schadenfreude, basically. Um, Finding, joy in other people's pain and thinking like you're just going to do whatever you have to do in order to get what you think you need. So those are two of the big tip-offs that you probably will run into. But the ability to lie without really, without being the least bit remorseful. It's funny because I had an aunt that was a psychopathic liar. and a kleptomaniac on my mother's side. Nice person, though. Weird. It was weird. She could be a very nice person. She wasn't stupid. She knew stuff. But boy, could she manipulate things, manipulate people in situations. Um, I'm not saying I'm proud of that. She actually showed signs of having been a hyperactive kid too, from the way my mother described her. Is she was one of those that, whatever you told her not to do, she'd have to go and do it and then get spanked. And then my mom would cry because she would hate to see her getting spanked, but she was getting spanked all the time because I think she was one of those kids that if you say don't do XYZ, they never heard the don't part. It's like the don't doesn't exist to the subconscious, right? So they're only really listening with their subconscious. Their subconscious is hearing, go do that. So I don't know what to think about her, but I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, although I studied that. It's just when we meet these types, it can be hard to, first of all, once again, I think we have to go with our gut. If our gut instinct is saying ding, 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 watch out, probably we have to go with that. Because it's just way too often that we just, because we have been gaslighted so much. Right. It's like, yeah, they can hide much easier with the power of the internet. It is very easy, and the technique that we were seeing in our case was uh, somebody who was very good at finding any kind of info they wanted on the internet in order to back up whatever they felt they needed to say or do. And if that included finding stock pictures, now see, these days you have reverse lookup, right? Probably because of these types. You have reverse picture lookup. I don't know how to use it, but you can find out where any picture on the internet came from originally. Well, this person was using that. Yeah, it's crazy. You you uh you think about how much you can find out on the internet. So, you get the ping that somebody needs to hear about XYZ that, oh, they like kitty cats. You come up with a fake cat off the internet. Yeah, right here, this is my kitty. My kitty is sick. Will my kitty is so sick. Send me money. But, or something, or my kitty is sick. Don't you love me now? Kind of thing. It's kind of crazy to think that it is that easy. Like I said, hey Vinny, hey Vinny. Um, it's kind of crazy to think it's that easy. I mean, but especially if you're somebody known as a seer or a psychic or something. But we have been taught, we've been gaslighted all our lives. Your perceptions aren't real. So you'll kind of get this ping like, something isn't quite right. But then everything seems okay, so you could just kind of override it and let it ride on down the line. Gosh, gotta quit doing that, man. We always do this. But the thing is you don't want to like shoot first and ask questions later, you know, which almost happened to poor me. Pam was all ready to call Poodle. I mean, you don't want to do that. But then, yeah, I kind of felt like, oh no, it's somebody we know. But who? Yeah. Why am I yawning? I wasn't yawning before I started this at all. So it's just weird. It's like I sit here sometimes and I think, how bizarre is that? Hi, Lewis. Uh, that and it's like any gift, like any psychic gift that people turn to evil instead of good. And I'm glad that we didn't go any farther. That how do we know that all of the energy that we put into helping this person wasn't going to some other nefarious purpose, which pisses me off. But I think in the future, um, when I get that ping, I am going to have to, yeah, I'm going to have to research better. I'm just going to have to research them better, because, of course, if they don't have hardly anything on their wall or, whatever, that's a tip off. But what if they do? What if they have a background? And, then what do we do? Hi, Lewis. So really, it's good though that we're weeding things out before, and we're kind of getting a handle on some of these types because, uh, as we move forward, if we decide to take some bigger steps, we're going to need to know how to deal with all this stuff. Yeah, we need to keep our spider sense, not deny it, not deny what we're kind of picking up. But it can be hard to talk about because it's why am I yawning? This is crazy. Why is it so hard though? Because you don't want to hurt people's feelings if you're wrong, you know. You don't want to point the finger at somebody and be wrong and they're just an innocent party, but and you don't want to like be suspicious of every darn buddy, right? But yeah, too often it's like, okay, this person is shady. They give you some clues that they're really shady and we ignore it and we just go tra la la. Yeah, so we've got to find ways to be able to validate. And now that I think it's going to be a lot easier now that we have the two groups. We have one group that's just generally for everybody, and another group that is our core group that where we'll just chat about private things. And then I'm gonna make us, like I said, I guess I need to make us a channel where why why where all the videos are private. So, but then we're very, we're probably going to like from time to time forget. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe. Yeah, I am laying back a little bit for my back. It's not that bad today, but at least I'm not having the problem. Here, let me sit up a little bit and see if it helps a little. At least I'm not having the problem with the winds blowing in and knocking me out cold. Weird when that happens. You know what? It's like when that happens and I'll hear those winds whistling in, I'll be watching something and the next thing I know, I'm waking up, I'm watching something else. Wonder if I'm getting abducted or something sometimes. Oh, is Nisa going to the Serpent Mound? Yeah, the Serpent Mound is a couple hours from here. Coincidence or barometer? Splitting headache watching my and Max's channels. Weird. I'm sorry. Maybe that's it, Titan. Oh, cool. Yeah, because my church group uh, went to the Serpent Mound, but I didn't get to go. How you doing, Circle K? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm kind of committed to telling the truth here. I mean, I'm kind of committed to it. What do you know? What do I mean, kind of committed? I'm committed to telling you guys the truth as much as I can know it, you know, as much as I know of it, so I kind of have to do it. It's not as if, I don't, well, for one thing, I don't want the karma of lying. Like some of these people don't seem to care. How do they get by with it for so long is what I'd love to know. Could just be you, huh, Circle K? Well, I hope that doesn't stay that way. If it does, maybe we need to help you a little. Maybe you need, you know, to get in the healing circle and get some help for it. But I don't know why it would be on these channels, but I thank you for telling me. Okay, Titan. Yeah, I love you too. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I figured you would be. Probably you're a mod there, so yeah. Yeah, they won't get completely away with it, will they? That's what I always figure is sooner or later the shit hits the fan and then when it finally does, when it finally hits the fan, it's bad, man. It's going to be bad for these types. It's not like you know, it's not like just picking your pocket or something. That's one thing. If you need money, this long-term kind of stuff goes deep, you know? That's the freaky part about it is how sustainable it is. I knew somebody who he was a multiple personality. And it's funny how they can actually change all kinds of things becoming a multiple personality. They can change, people have actually seen the eyes change color. And how they can literally start acting like another person. In fact, um, there's even been cases documented where people, where one personality had diabetes and the other personality didn't. What does that tell you about this stuff? I mean, when we're talking um, psychological issues, you almost can't hardly help but uh, relate it also. I mean, as it relates to the magical world, you have magic users running around who are nuts, basically, and some of them are nuts in a good way and some of them are nuts in a bad way. And if they're nuts in a bad way, you really have to watch out for those. So, the ones that are nuts in a bad who are well, see, that's the thing about psychopathy is a true psychopath does not care, does not really care about anything but their own purposes. They do not care about other people's feelings much at all, if at all. The only reason they care about anybody's feelings is how do they manipulate those feelings? How does it benefit them for other people to have feelings? It's it's almost as though not everybody has the same, how could I say it? Has how some people are born missing something, missing a finger or an arm or whatever. It's like these people are born missing something. It's really weird. Yeah. Energy vampires do suck. Oh, okay. So really, in order to take care of this, all we can really do is rely on each other as, pull somebody you trust out of our group. Our group has some really smart, really intuitive people. And what I think we can probably just do about this is pull somebody aside from the group that really seems to be trustworthy and knowledgeable and say, hey, I've had this weird perception. Can you give me any info on it? Are you getting anything like this? You know, and find out what the other person's response is because we have a lot of talented people in here. You may be surprised that other people have been picking up on it too, but not wanting to say anything. Hi, Albert. So, you got to find somebody to say something to and then get it checked out because it may be something that we all need to know. Uh, and I think really when it comes to all of the dark personality types that you can run into out there, we need to be able to rely on each other. It's like, don't hold it against me if I'm wrong. Too, if I say, hey, I think something may be wrong with so and so, don't hold it against each other for being suspicious. We've got every right to be suspicious. This is a spiritual group, and we do a lot of work in here that's not just run of the mill stuff you find on your typical YouTube channel. It's different here. It's very different. That's one of the reasons why I made Frugal B1TCH is because I want one where we're not doing that at all, where we're really not getting into that kind of thing at all. It's just a different kind of channel entirely. This one turned into that, and I think had to. And I'm totally sure it had to. And that this is a good thing. It's been very, I think it's an important thing. It's a very unusual thing that we're doing here, and it's important. However, I want a stream where it's just nothing about that. It has, nothing to do with magic or any of that, because it's, just kind of rust up from that a little while. So that's what that's going to be like. Now, the Twitch stream, Ocean the Oracle, we're, I'm sure I will find a path through that too, if it even works. And I'm going to try it. Yeah, if you say Leo, yeah. So, yeah, let people know. And hmm, honestly, if you think I need to hear something, please come into me and pull me aside and say, hey, you might want to think about this. It's like, "Oh, okay, you know. I mean, I'm sure, nobody's perfect. And like last night, what happened when that blew up, it's like, gee, I hope I handled that well. I don't know, though. I don't know whether I handled it well or not. It's like, it was such a shock. It's like everything was a shock. It's like not not terribly shocked about subject A, but getting trolled like we did was kind of like, whoa, that was I don't shock easy. I didn't think, but that was shocking. So, and I wondered, did I handle that well? Because, things coming out of left field like that, well, while you're on a stream, I mean, there's some people that get on their streams and they say all kinds of complete shit. They will say all kinds of stuff, but there are others of us who it's just everybody expects us to be very squeaky about it, Uh, probably me. I'm not trying to hurt anybody, but I am also not squeaky clean. So it's just not the way I am. Yeah, I subbed already to Timothy's awesome videos. Yes. Yeah. So anyway, heading into the future, um, we're going to branch out a little bit. After this, I'm going to go into Twitch and uh, see if we can get that working. So I'm not going to make this a very long stream. I just wanted to get the subject out. I feel that some rather important stuff was said last night. However, I can't leave that. I just can't leave it up. Now, here's the weird thing. I put it on private and now I can't even find it in the catalog at all. So what happened to that video? I made it a private video and now I can't even see it. So, I'm wondering what the heck happened to this video. It's weird, man. Okay. Like this bike video. I haven't had a chance to see it yet. But actually I think I may try Twitch tomorrow. again, because tonight, yep, the wind is whistling, the temperature's dropping, and maybe I'm getting abducted. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting ready to get abducted. Oh, I know, Max. Well, the dark empath thing, I was very surprised because I have been dealing with dark empaths for years, not knowing what to call them. And then this thing happens, with Bomber, and I suddenly get, and I'm thinking, what do you call that? Here we are again. What do you call that situation that she's dealing with? Um, and then a video about mental health called Dark Empath. And I click that, and it turns out to be talking about exactly what this psychopathy is. And it is a real psychopathy. It's not just something we made up. So there's been enough of them that they've noted them and classified them as a type of psychopathy, which is kind of major because before you'd be one of those people that you try to explain this and people would be just like, how could that be? I mean, how could that be? First you want me to believe in empaths, and then you want me to believe that there are dark empaths that can use their gifts for evil. Right, that kind of thing. No, I guess it's been enough observable cases that they actually have a name for it and references as to how you find out whether somebody, or rather determine if somebody has those traits. So I'm like, wow, is that amazing? You just had a life enlightening experience that is so difficult to describe. Watch my channel and buy a Patreon sub to get the truth. Buy a Patreon sub to get the truth. Score policy? A score policy. And Parlor, Titan was saying Parlor, one of the ones he was suggesting, but Parlor is one that deleted Edge of Wonder. Ben and Rob's show, Edge of Wonder. I'm like, whoa. It's not just YouTube. Other platforms are deleting people right and left, and it's just amazing how fast things are clamping down and how fast we need to move. BitChute used to be one. Now people are having problems with BitChute. And then there's the I guess that still leaves Odyssey and the new Tube, maybe, that I haven't heard anything about, but so far, pretty weird. It's pretty weird. It wants you to use their their app. Everybody. Oh, that's another thing that I've noticed. Everybody, and it is a pet peeve of mine, Max. Everybody wants to go to Patreon, wants to go have a Patreon channel now because you can't have a regular anything, free anything, And I'm wondering if that wasn't the idea all along, is to get everything back to being paid. It's like to really take away all of the free ways to really express yourself and make it so that everybody has to pay for everything again. That just came to me. If you just don't use controversial titles, they seem to leave you alone. I don't know, Circle K, but if you find out more, please let me know about this score policy. Well, but then if you don't use controversial titles, a lot of people don't show up. Some of these programs, I swear, and actually a rather popular one that he's always using controversial titles. He's always saying something about, you know, is this the way the world ends or something, or the stuff in the stuff just found. This is what was just been found. We've just found. Uh, what is it? Most of it is just kind of fearful, like, oh my gosh, I better know this so that I know what the latest doomsday thing is. It's like, how many doomsdays? One of these days, we got to compile a list of doomsdays just to sit and laugh at, to go, this is how many doomsdays I've lived through. Oh, the way of the tube, the way of the YouTubes. Yeah, so I don't know what to think about this video that I privated, and now it's just gone. I'll have to look and make sure that I didn't get. But see, after we had people show up and just throw a fit, basically, at us for in the middle of this stream, um, now I'm a little paranoid. Sorry. Well, anyway, the way of the YouTube is unknowable. I love you guys. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure we had one video that did talk about. Now I'm beginning to choke too, a little bit. One video that we did mention the dark empath problem, and discuss it just a little bit, because it is important. It's a real thing, and it causes a lot of problems. And I've seen it just ruin a lot of things, make them into kind of a hell. So at least we know now that there is an actual term for it, and it is an actual psychopathy. It's not just something we think we might be perceiving. It's a thing. It's a known thing. So that's comforting. Okay, so I think I'm going to end it early. And because, yeah, now I'm beginning to not feel very great. I'm beginning to, weather's maybe dropping again. Either that or aliens are about to abduct me, one or the other. Because I'm getting that really weird feeling, like if I were watching a video right now, I would fall asleep and wake up watching another video. kind of hitting me right now. Here comes a train. Ooh, I don't hear the train out there too often. That's interesting. Sounds like, yeah, it must be getting ready for the weather change. The train sounds like it's like right up on, in the front yard. Usually that means it's getting ready to rain or something. When the sounds get amplified that much. So the weather must be changing again. Thomas Sheridan. No, but you know what? I will look. And I saw the comment, and I tried to follow the comment back to the video. But because I made it private, I think that took your comment too. And now I can't even see the video, and it's my video. So it's kind of weird. I don't know what to think about it. Yeah. But I have been resting today after that. I have been resting. See, Max, we had a rather weird thing happen last night. And, you can come into MeWe and we'll tell you about it. We've got a new MeWe, by the way. I invited you. We've got a general audience MeWe group that is anybody. And we've also got still have our core group. And the one that is just general purpose is the Woo Crew Lounge. So, mhm. Puzzling people. Yeah, puzzling people indeed. They are puzzling. I, you know, uh, I think we're probably going to be leaving that kind of thing behind too, though. We may be seeing the last dregs of that kind of thing. So, as we head into the New Earth um, paradigm, we're going to probably run into it to finally clear it out. But probably we'll see less of it as time goes on. First, we'll see more, and then we'll see less. Okay. Editing. You know what? I'm a really good editor, but I haven't edited a single one of these videos because they're too damn long on my own channel. They're so long that I fall asleep trying to edit them. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end the stream early because of the way I'm feeling. I just am getting that weird feeling and I don't want to fall asleep on stream. Okay, I love you guys. Maybe I will see some of you at the portal or maybe not. I don't know. I like I said, I don't know what to think about that. That was so weird. Um Had some weird things happen, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just take a nap and let it try to get over the upset. I was very upset last night. Sorry about that, folks, but when I sit there speechless and not able to say anything for a while, I'm really upset. So, okay, I love you. This is Ocean making waves. Truth is where you find it. Hope you're finding some here. I love you guys. I'll see you in MeWe chat or somewhere, and take care. Don't let the Don't let the idiots bite. Don't let the psychic vampires bite. Take care, sweethearts.